Hello, it's Kit Allowitz with yet again another Leadership Journey video. I'm yet again checking in from the beautiful state of Utah. How can you give up living here? Today I want to talk about who moved my cheese, who moved your cheese. The cheese is the routine, our patterns, our habits, our comfortable way of doing things. The move of who moved my cheese is something or someone messing with that routine, that pattern, challenging our habits or asking us to break our comfortable ways of doing things and consider otherwise. How is it for you when someone or something messes with your cheese? Do you like your cheese being messed with? How do you react when asked to break a routine, try something new, alter a habit, or disrupt your familiar way of comfortably doing things? You might argue that for us living today, cheese moving has become more of the norm. The fast-paced ferocity of the world, markets moving today, requires cheese moving to happen frequently and quickly. Disruptive technologies create entire new markets and push the cheese not being in one place for long. World events, access to information, world powers, climate changes, and the list goes on, all forms of cheese moving. And yet, in many organizations, maybe even ours, the idea of dissolving silos, working together, mutually influencing, seeking first to understand, looking at everything through the eyes of systems thinking, exercising neuroplasticity, avoiding the trap of getting stuck in the second I, integration, instead of being intentional towards institutionalization, the third I, these all seem like forms of cheese that many of us don't want moved, messed with, or touched. We want our way, an easier way, a more comfortable way to remain soundly intact and undisturbed. In 1989, Spencer Johnson wrote a super short and yet super neat little book about the human tendency to get really fouled up when another person's cheese supply is moved. The title of the book, no surprise, is Who Moved My Cheese? Who Moved My Cheese tells a parable which you can directly apply to your own life to stop fearing what lies ahead and instead thrive in an environment of change and uncertainty. There's a couple key takeaways from this short little read which I would recommend that you read if you haven't already. Here's the takeaways. When change occurs, overcome your fears, most of which are exaggerated, and instead move quickly to adapt and to adopt. The book has a central theme of change happens. It's a simple tale about mice and humans. Mice and humans find cheese, the cheese is taken away, the cheese is found again. Presented in a really kind of a fun, thought-provoking way, the tale makes you consider why change happens. At the conclusion of Who Moved My Cheese, it attempts to prove a positive adaptation of change requires one to abandon fear and self-satisfaction. Consider that while your cheese, my cheese, and the fellow next to you's cheese, they're all vitally important, yes, adapting to a growing and changing company, new employees, new ways of doing things, and new ideas, they're not threats to your cheese supply, but instead opportunities for you and I to be intentional and choose otherwise. I'm Kit Allowitz, and I will see you next time.